All right, guys, what is going on? My name is Pipe Bomb City, and welcome to my Raw review for May 23rd, 2016. Before this video begins, be sure to check out my new animation video. I'm actually going to make another one right after this. It probably will be uploaded today or tomorrow. So be sure to check that out. I'm kind of getting into that. I like it a lot. So I'm going to be doing a lot of those lately this summer. And also, be sure to check out my Instagram and Instagram.com/PipeBombCity. We're almost at 3,000 followers. Actually, I think we might already be there. I haven't checked today, but if so, thank you. And if not, let's help me get there, all right? And also, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Getting into this Raw review, I haven't made a review since Payback. And, I really just want to get this out. I was not going to make an Extreme Rules review, but I have finals this week. But since tomorrow, lackluster tests, I decided to just get this video out of the way. I really felt like I needed to talk about Raw because a lot of shit went down. We had the Money in the Bank qualifying matches, which 5 people qualified for, the return of Enzo Amore, the return of Seth Rollins, the breakup of Charlotte and Ric Flair, and the breakup of AJ Styles and the Bullet Club, or the Club. I don't even fucking know. So getting into this, I'm not going to go in any specific order, but I believe that we kicked off the night with the return of Seth Rollins. Last night, he got a huge fucking pop. I mean, huge, people. And then tonight, it was somehow even bigger. I'm glad because I felt like he deserved to get that pop. There were some rumors going around that he was going to return on like June 6th, and everyone was like, oh, I guess it's not a surprise anymore. And I'm really happy that it actually was a surprise because it was fucking amazing in the end. Turns out he is still a heel because, and I'm kind of okay with that. Everyone's freaking out like, oh, I want to cheer for Seth Rollins, blah, 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 which is understandable because I want to cheer for him too, But if he came back as a babyface, I mean, on paper, though, Roman Reigns is technically the top babyface in the company. And if Seth Rollins, who was a heel before he was injured, comes back and attacks the top babyface, that doesn't make him a face, just because current day we all like him. I'm saying that if he just came back and he was a babyface, I'd be kind of pissed about that because there was no build up to it. Maybe if Reigns attacked him or someone like that, or if Rollins came out at Extreme Rules and he was like, that's my fucking title, I want it back, fight me at Money in the Bank, and then Reigns says, not going to do it, and he attacks him. That's a Reigns heel turn, that's a Rollins babyface turn. But Rollins, we all love him to death, but he came out there and he stayed true to his character, and I love that because, he said last night on Raw, he was like, you people shit on my reign, you people said I was a weak champion, and all that stuff, and now I get injured and you come back. And my favorite fucking line from last night, he said my knees got injured, they buckled from carrying this company on my back, and it was just amazing. Again, he just completely got the crowd to turn on him in one fucking night. It was amazing. I'm happy that he's still a heel. If he's gonna do a babyface return, that's fine, but again, tonight was not the night and Extreme Rules was not the night. We still all love him, but just cheering him because we like him and booing Roman because we hate him, that's just how it is. And yeah, it's a bit strange, but at one point in time, I would expect that they're going to turn Reigns heel and they're going to turn Rollins babyface. It just makes sense. Also, I'm kind of pissed that the blonde in his hair was gone. It just seems kind of weird to me now, and he wets his hair before he comes out and it's dripping all over his fucking suit, and it was just weird as fuck. And then Reigns comes out, a loud reaction. I wouldn't say as loud as Rollins, but it was pretty loud, and he got booed out of the building. And then Roman is walking down, big tough champion. Rollins gets out of the ring, and then Shane O'Mac comes out and he books the match for Money in the Bank, the main event. It's going to be a normal match. It might be a stipulation added later, but right now it is just a normal match for the WWE World Title, and it's going to be Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, and I'm really looking forward to that. I found it interesting how Night of Champions 2014, these guys had a rivalry. Roman Reigns got injured. Survivor Series 2015, Rollins got injured when they had a rivalry. And now here they are. I don't think any of them are going to get fucking injured now. I'm really looking forward to this match. I think it's going to be great. Prediction, though, I'm going to say right now, Rollins is not going to win, and I can understand why people are going to be pissed about it when he loses. If he wins, that'd be fucking amazing. The summer of Rollins. Fuck all that shit. But if he doesn't win, that's understandable because then he can fight him at Battleground, and then if not there, maybe SummerSlam, so they could have a 3 pay-per-view build-up, and then maybe Rollins could win it at SummerSlam. If he didn't win it at all, I would be disappointed because I wouldn't know who would beat Roman, because here's Rollins coming off stronger than ever. He's fucking back. He says he doesn't need the authority doesn't need him. So now he's on his own right now. No J&J, no Kane, no Stephanie, no Triple H, or anything like that. Or maybe at Battleground, I'm thinking that Triple H can get involved. And then at SummerSlam, they could have... Okay, so here's the deal. All right, Reigns could beat Rollins, clean at Money in the Bank. They'll have a rematch at Battleground. And then Triple H comes out, and he's trying... Rollins is about to, win or something like that. Triple H comes out, and he's maybe there to help, and it's all good. Fucking pedigrees him to the ground. Ref isn't looking for Stephanie or something. And then Reigns gets the cover, 1, 2, 3. And then you have Rollins versus Triple H at SummerSlam. So that's how that could go. Also, getting into Money in the Bank qualifiers, that's all I have to say for Rollins and Reigns opening the night. Money in the Bank qualifiers. I remember I had someone to say, okay, wait, no. All right, I had someone to say about Ambrose in the Money in the Bank ladder match. All right, but Ambrose qualified. He beat, he beat Dolph Ziggler to qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match. This is not in order, but he did qualify. And there was something I was going to say about Ambrose cashing in, Oh, yeah, okay. So here's what I think I'd like to see. Ambrose, okay, let me rephrase this. Rephrase this. If the Triple H and Seth Rollins thing doesn't work out for SummerSlam, or maybe they just don't want to do it, Ambrose, let's say, because all the 5 participants who are in the Money in the Bank ladder match right now, I fucking love them. And I'd be okay if any 5 of those guys won. Jericho, Zayn, Cesaro, Owens, and Ambrose. Those are the 5 guys that qualified so far. I'll get into that in a bit. But Ambrose won. If Ambrose wins, I'd be fine with it. So if Ambrose wins, in the middle of the Rollins and Reigns feud, say at Battleground, maybe Ambrose would cash in. And Ambrose could be the champion. And then at SummerSlam, they could have a triple threat Shield match, which everyone's wanted, but we have not received it yet. So how about now? We're like 3 years from their breakup, and I think it'd be perfect. SummerSlam, Ambrose is the champ. Reigns and Rollins are going to challenge him, and that'd be the Shield triple threat match in the biggest or the second biggest stage of the year for WWE. So that'd be perfect, But again, Ambrose won. I'm happy with that. Also, Chris Jericho, fucking the thumbtacks from Extreme Rules. The match was pretty boring last night at first, but then they kicked it up the second half, and it was intense as shit. Ambrose jumping off the cage, or whatever you want to call it, the asylum, since it's an asylum match, quote unquote. And then Jericho going through the thumbtacks. It was brutal, man. Being PG, well, shit, I kind of like this PG shit then, because god damn it, that was brutal last night, going through the pile of thumbtacks. But Jericho beat Cruz because he got attacked backstage by Sheamus after Zayn won his match, this is a big mess I'm talking about right now. But real quick, I don't have anything to say about that match. Let's get into it now. Zayn defeated Sheamus to qualify. So Sheamus got mad, attacked Cruz. Cruz had to face Jericho. Jericho beat Cruz because he was quote-unquote injured. All right, and that ends his undefeated streak. And now he's going to have a rivalry with Sheamus. It's about time he's doing something relevant. And as for Corbin, because him and Corbin and Cruz are kind of just flying around as, Vince doesn't know what to do with them. He's going to have a technical wrestling match with Ziggler next week, which is all right, pal. And then after that, we had Owens versus Styles. We're here. Owens versus Styles, all right? And when I saw this match, I was like, bullshit. Also, my Raw, I recorded it. And I saw shit on YouTube, and I skipped certain parts for certain things because I've already seen it and heard about it. So I kind of went in a different order. So I don't know if this was before or after the club breakup, but once I saw Owens versus Styles, I said, well, someone has to happen, because I thought Owens or Styles, I thought they'd both be in the match, I didn't think one of them would just qualify, because I thought both of these guys would win it. I thought either Owens or Styles, those are the 2 strongest guys right now on the roster who are looking to win the briefcase. Of course, you got Zayn, you got Jericho and Ambrose, and tons of other guys. There's still 2 open spots left. And but again, I thought those 2 guys on the roster right now, those are the most likely to win it, and I'm very happy with that. But then I found out, and also this was a fucking amazing match. Owens versus Styles. Owens gets the win, and Owens is now qualifying. So my prediction right now, I don't care if you put The Rock or John Cena or Seth Rollins in that Money in the Bank ladder match. My prediction right now is Kevin Owens, and that's the final statement. Speaking of Styles, he broke up with the club because he was saying kind of promo in the night, and he was talking about, he's like, oh, I would be the WWE World Champion right now if it wasn't for the club and the Usos. That's how he talks. I fucking love his accent. But that's what he was saying. The club comes out. I fucking love their theme song, by the way. I said a few weeks ago I didn't really like it, but eventually it would grow on me. It fucking has grown on me. Love it to death. It's Omen in the Sky. I think that's what it's called. It's amazing. But so those guys come out, all right? Gallows and Anderson, who, I don't know, I was not a fan of them when they first came in. If you watch some of my past reviews, you could probably assume that. But it's just now I kind of like them after tonight. And I don't know if Styles is heel or babyface, which is confusing as fuck. But I don't really know. I think he's just a babyface who, it's just, WWE does this sometimes with certain people. He's the babyface, but you don't know whether to cheer him or boo him because you don't know what's going on, Kind of. Yeah, all right. No, that's pretty much it. I don't even have anything to compare it to, but I don't know whether to cheer or hate this guy, but I still like him, but I'm just very confused. And since he's not in the Money in the Bank match now, possibly he could have a feud with the club. I'd be interested to see that, But going into this up next, though, it was a really good segment. I like that segment. We had Cesaro and The Miz. Cesaro finally beat The Miz, which I thought was fitting. I liked how when they were showing on the cards and it said Cesaro versus Miz, Money in the Bank qualifying, I was like, well, Cesaro's going to win. Because at Payback, he beat The Miz. He made him tap out. The ref wasn't looking, so he got screwed. Extreme Rules. Miz was tapping to Cesaro. Ref wasn't looking, so he got screwed. And I love how, here's Cesaro now, and he won. He finally beat The Miz, which that's actually good booking, and it makes sense on WWE's part. Of course, he's not the Intercontinental Champion and probably won't be Mr. Money in the Bank. Again, I'm fine if he is or would become, but it's fine. I found it very fitting how he beat him, and I like how they did that. Also, the return of Enzo Amore. Colin Cassidy came out and he had that certified G-shirt, and I'm like, well, shit, Enzo's got to be coming back. It was a pause. Music kind of stops. He points to the entranceway, and out comes Enzo to an enormous fucking pop. It was huge, and I loved it. And he's going fucking bananas. He's going fucking insane. I've never seen him this crazy, and he's just all energetic and shit. And he's just hyped. He's back. I don't think he's allowed to have a match yet. I don't think he's that recovered, but I'm happy that he's back, and I'm really looking forward to it. I would not – I feel like this is something WWE would do, though. That his first match back, he would be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I would love for Enzo or Cass to be in it. Cass I'm fine with, but Enzo, I don't think he'd be ready. Gets a concussion and then automatically just comes back to a fucking extreme ladder match that is CM Punk written all fucking over it, But again, Enzo's back. They're still doing the rivalry with the Dudley Boys, which I'm fine with, but I really wish that they would just hurry it up, because, and I get it, it takes time to build big stars and shit like that, but I really just want to see these guys as tag team champions, and hopefully at SummerSlam or around there, we get to see them, all right? Finally, for this short review, Jesus Christ, compared to all my other reviews and shit, this is the shortest one fucking ever, I'm going to talk about the Adam Rose release and the Money in the Bank preview, though, after this. But also Charlotte. I'm going to end the night talking about this because Charlotte cut the most heelish promo I've seen out of any woman in the PG fucking era, ever. I don't care what you say. You could say all that shit about Paige, but it's just Paige's was a bit forced, and a lot of people were complaining about this promo because it's like, oh, this was so uncomfortable and cringeworthy. That was the whole fucking point because she was such a good heel and she's talking shit to her dad. And I feel like WWE wouldn't book this if they didn't ask the Flares. I feel like this is something WWE would do, but, Triple H and Vince, I don't think they would walk up to Rick and Charlotte and be like, all right, you guys need to just talk shit about each other and you guys are done. I feel like the creative team, though, the idiots that they are, my next animation video is going to be about that. Check that out. Sponsored. Yeah. But so Charlotte pretty much is just talking all this shit. Rick botches the promo a little bit, but he was like, oh, I love you and I'm so proud of you. And then Charlotte's like, well, nope, I don't need you anymore. And also, let me mention, why the fuck is Dana Brooke there? I don't even know why. She was going to have a thing with Emma, which I was fine with, but getting in with the women's champion, you know, Ric Flair, the 16-time world champion, Charlotte, who's going to be a great fucking wrestler. She already is, and she's going to be the face of women's wrestling. Dana Brooke, she's blonde. You know, I don't really have anything to say. You know, I'm not very happy with that. But god damn it, though, this promo, and everyone's like, oh, it makes me uncomfortable, and it was cringeworthy. It wasn't because it's bad. It's because it was such a good heel promo. You're like, shit, she just said that. Oh, my God, you know? And, like, I cannot imagine, you know, talking to my family members like this. It's fucking insane. You know, if my parent or something like that, or someone was fucking nice to just talk shit, depends on who they are, but I would just, it'd be fucking weird, you know? And Charlotte does it like a pro. She's the fucking champ. And I'm all Charlotte now. Ever since WrestleMania, I've been like, all right, well, this Charlotte, you know, I didn't really like her before, but, you know, now she's coming together as a heel and it's all right. But now, you know, I fucking love it, you know? So that's pretty much my Raw review. That was a very fast review, honestly. I usually don't do them that long. Also, I must mention, like I said, Adam Rose was released. I'm not upset at all. I do feel bad about his family situation and shit like that. You know, his kid has to be fed through a tube and shit like that. And, you know, and he just booked awful. But god damn it, though. He put in prison, I think, for like the second time for domestic abuse and shit for his wife. And it's just fucking insane, you know, and drugs. And it's not good, you know. Here after that, the NXT 24, you know, for ESPN or E60, you know, I saw Rose's life and I was like, well, shit, this is a really nice guy. And now it's like, god damn it, no offense, man, but he's got to get his shit together. You know, I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just some kid on the internet, you know. But honestly, that's just how I feel about it. Also, Money in the Bank is shaping up to be a really good fucking pay-per-view. You know, we got the WWE World Title match. And also, I don't know who the next two qualifiers are going to be. I think Big Cass is going to be one. And maybe Luke Gallows or something will be the other, you know. But that's pretty much it. That's all I got to say for my Raw review. This was fast as fuck compared to all my other reviews and shit. Thank you so very much for watching. Be sure to check out my Instagram, instagram.com/PipeBombCity. And be sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. This was Pipe Bomb City, and I will see you all next time.